You start thinking, how do you solve the problems of those people on that ridge? There's a lady on that hill there right now who has obstructed labor. How do you make sure that that lady and the baby survives? Is theater going on? It's going on right now. Okay, cesarean section. Are you ready? Are you ready? So that lady there was brought, referred. They found that she was in labor, but she's not delivering. The babies, one of them was lying across, so it cannot come out. So it needed immediate cesarean section because she had been in labor for a long time and the babies were getting asphyxiated. Hear me. Inaction kills. Inaction kills. Inaction kills. Bad action kills. But good action done at the right time saves lives. As I look across this auditorium, I wonder how many of us are in positions and have opportunities to act now, but are postponing it. Number one is leadership. Number two is leadership. Number three is leadership. Right now, corruption is so systemized that even the MP who wants to do the right thing can't do it. When people get away with doing the wrong things repeatedly, it becomes a way of life. We must have governance that discourages bad behavior and rewards good behavior. The incentive to do wrong is so high that people can't avoid it, and they know they'll get away with it. I have hope. Yeah, I have a lot of hope. I just hope that natural forces remove the current generation of African leadership quickly. My name is Khama Rogo. I come from this village of Sagam. It is a rural village. I'm a medical doctor. I'm a gynecologist by training. But here in the village, I'm just Daktari and I'm just one of their sons. Sagam Community Hospital historically was started on the back of a disastrous, sad encounter in my own family. When my own grandmother fell sick with pneumonia, went to a local public health center, but was turned away because the antibiotics she needed were in short supply. She walked back home and she died at home. So that was why I decided that we should do better than that. Walking to the hospital, it's fantastic. I mean, I even have a pedometer that gives me the number of kilometers that I do in a day. So it keeps you fit. But not only that, when you're walking to the hospital, you're also walking through your village. So you greet every woman and every child, and it's there. It's normal. Nadi Uru, I'm also Uchio Nadi. Okay. Mano Martin, come on. Eh? We watie kanegi nenero, wadhi malo kae. We watie kanegi mwagoyo ne. Ekwa biu kae kibeni. When a woman comes to you who has just delivered but she has what we call postpartum hemorrhage, she's bleeding. You need to stop that bleeding. 5 minutes is all the time that you have. So you must have blood. You must be able to take that woman to the operation room and stop it. So we now have about 120 to 150 staff, nurses, doctors, physiotherapists, radiographers, and so on in the hospital. Proudly, we can offer all services. We have an only emergency room in rural Africa. Can we reduce the very, very high maternal mortality that we have in my part of the world? The last 60 years of independence in Africa, we've been trying to reduce maternal mortality and it isn't happening. Definitely not fast enough. We've been trying to do something about ill health. Did you know that today, every second, 3 people are driven to poverty, absolute poverty, because of ill health? We don't protect the poor and the weak when healthcare is not equitably distributed. We are not protecting the young when we don't give them vaccines. And if we don't give them vaccine because somebody has put his fingers on the budget, why is it always given to the same people who already have and not the ones who don't? I joined the World Bank as a mid-career. So I didn't go there as a young professional. I was already a professor of Obs Gyne. And so I was headhunted. And it has been an amazing ride 20 years later, because it has broadened my horizon. It has also given me the vantage point of sitting in this major international development agency whose decisions affect the poor so fundamentally. You see, the problem with development is that the people who fund development are not the people who suffer lack of it. You cannot know the inside of a house more than the owner of that house. You cannot know the kitchen more than the person who cooks there every day. My dream for Kenya is not different from the dreams of our forefathers, which was to have a country that's peaceful and progressive, that eliminates the 3 major scourges that were identified by the people who fought for independence. That's a country that's free of disease, ignorance, and poverty. Health, disease is not a cultural thing. Health disease is not a nationality. It is something that humanity must tackle together. And there's one new power that has come to us that's working anywhere in the world, definitely in my Africa. And that is the technology that is in here. The mobile phone is becoming one of these formidable agents of social change and democratization in Africa. If you look across the board in all the problems that we've had in social area and in politics, the biggest common denominator has been lack of transparency. Technology can't make a corrupt leader less corrupt, but technology can be used to reduce corruption. The record is there on the phone, so nobody will steal the money. So what a blessing to have a technology that can increase transparency and is neutral enough that it is not a political tool. and it is not owned by politicians.
Is it a cesarean section? Yes. Where's the baby? It's already out? Yeah. Okay.
So the doctor was called immediately, and you can see what he has done. 2 nice babies, boy and girl, born. Mother is well and all. It's as if nothing has happened. Now, those are the things that kill our women. And it's rural. That's the magic of being able to organize. Now, why can't we do this in every hospital with all the resources that they have? We have nothing here. Why can't we do it? Yeah. That's really the question that I keep asking.
Leadership in the whole of Africa is still wanting. We promise more than we deliver. And when we go to the ballot box, we go to the ballot box hoping that this new leader is going to look at things differently. But they come back as the traditional chiefs. They don't come back as leaders who want to take us into the next industrial revolution. And that one requires a different kind of thinking.
I have hope that things are going to change. The challenge here is it going to change because our leaders see the need and want to forestall a revolution? That is what they must do. This is my institute sitting here. That's my legacy, those twins that are born there. And if one of them becomes the first female president of Kenya, that will be it. And for that to happen, it requires a lot of self-confidence, conviction, being unafraid of combat. If you truly invest in your people, things will change. Change will come. But that change must come through good leadership, or bad leadership must be pushed out.